We popped out for a bit of a walk today. I was feeling a bit tired, my legs are raking, and I'm feeling a lot better now. My cold nearly gone. Still got a bit of a croaky voice and a bit of a blocked up nose, but I'm feeling pretty good. So I didn't want to really go more walking. So what I did, Wendy went just for a walk around the big track. And while she was out, I set this up, the Quest little gazebo thing. Your regular viewers will know that we put this up when we're on a sort of a long-term stay. It sort of zips down from there. I can't zip it down with one hand. It zips down to there, but you can see inside that we've got the chairs and a table set up. What I did notice is that as the afternoon goes on, the sun goes across those trees, and you'll notice I've got a little chair here because the sun just gets through those gaps in the trees there and shines right on this bit. So it's really, really nice just sat there in the afternoon, maybe about 3 o'clock. The clocks went forward, same as the rest of Europe, and it's just a bit lighter in the evenings. We got up late today, and well, I say late, normal time, but it was an hour later, so it felt like we were getting up late. But we didn't worry about that too much. I've just noticed that while I was getting that out, I left the washing line up here, so I'll just put that out the way, and so I'll put it away a bit later. We parked the car down this way here, because we've got the ground sheets down just there. Having set that up, Wendy was very pleased that I'd set that up, and she didn't have to be involved because it's pretty easy to set up. I did have a bit of trouble because my brain's not working correctly, because haven't been feeling well, but all done, right? So while we're sitting in the lounge just a few minutes ago, I said, I'm just going to do today's vlog, and because I can tell people about me putting the Quest gazebo up. It's just that's the way we sort of decide on what's going to go on the vlog. Look back at the day, and maybe we've shot some footage in the day. We haven't today. Wendy sits on the other side of the van looking out of that window in that direction, so she's looking at the side of that these days. So she says to me, yeah, well, thanks for putting the gazebo up, but you're gonna have to move it because I don't like looking at it. Well, there you go. The best laid plans, as they say. But it's not too difficult to put up. There's just these sort of tie down straps, and there's 3 of those around, but I'm not sure where it's going to move because it's really down quite a big slope here. I'll give you a bit of a view back up the hill. These are the little sort of camping pitches, so they're big enough to fit a tent on. And you can plug into the electric here for the tents, but that's where we are. We're up there, and I'm not sure where it's going to move. We can't move it down here because it's all slopey and rocky, and we can't really move it further that way because, well, it's slopey and tree stumpy up there. So we're going to have a discussion about where it can be moved to I don't know. It just seems it might have to stay where it is. I suppose, you know, we might be able to move it over to there, maybe. I don't know. Because, I mean, that's where we're parking the car now. It's a little tiny car. So it just fits in there nicely. But there you go. So that's what we've been doing. It's not that cold. If you stay out for sort of more than about, I don't know, 15 minutes, then it can get, your fingers can get a bit chilly. I mean, I've been wearing 2 coats today, t-shirt, fleece over the top of that, a coat on top of that, and a coat on top of that, and gloves as well. I'm not a big fan of gloves because they stop your fingers working properly, but they do keep your hands warm. And on site for the last few days, actually, there's been a man cleaning. See that caravan over there, that first one just there. They've spent about 4 days cleaning it thoroughly. He had the electric polisher out today, scrubbing the windows. So I mean, I don't know whether you can see ours are scratched up. They all get scratched up as you go past. This is the near side for the UK, and I think I've scraped down some bushes, and they've got scratched. But again, we haven't had chance really to wash Nikita Chloe. There is another bit of news related to these things. The fridge, just because I can, I thought, well, I'll just try the fridge again, just to see whether having it turned off for 2 weeks had made a difference, and it has. It's working. Looks a bit dark in here, doesn't it? Let's put a bit of light on there. It's working. We're not trusting it. We've got some ice lollies in there, these little sun lollies, but it's freezing them. So it is working. It's on electric, and it's on. They turned it down to number 2. And it wouldn't freeze those, so we've turned it up to number 3, which is probably a good setting for it, and it's frozen those little sun lollies beautifully. So all good news. I'm not going to really trust it that much, so I think we'll take it into a dealer and have it checked out. Probably back to Bengt as we travel back down from Sweden for whatever time we go for the MOT for the van. We'll probably do that and go into a dealership then. It's it's just troubling, because that is actually what happened before. The freezer, defrosted food, and we didn't lose too much previously, and then it just started working again a couple of days later, or no, almost the next day. So I just switched it off for an hour, switched it back on, and it started working again. So I thought nothing more of it. Oh, one of those things. Maybe, we thought maybe I hadn't shut the door, but it probably, I don't know what it can be, but I guess we need it fully checked out. So maybe, because I suppose, I don't know, do they need servicing? I don't know. Maybe the Thetford fridge, the N3175 models, need servicing. I don't know. It's got a new electric element in there less than 2 years ago, because that had broken. That was done under warranty. But but I don't know what they're, whether they need servicing or any attention. I've checked out a few bits and pieces on it. I haven't taken it out and turned it upside down like I was advised to do. I was going to do that maybe next week, when we could actually get some time, and maybe enlist the help of my son to help me get it out. But I'm just not going to do that now. Maybe having it switched off for 2 weeks and having it trundle around a bit has done the same job as tipping it upside down. Don't know. People have said it's something inside gets crystallised, and maybe those crystals have been shaken loose from the tubes or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you know. But it's working, and that, well, having a fridge that works most of the time is horrible, isn't it? Anyway, if you've got any suggestions about what it might be, put them in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please do share the videos on social media if you can, and let me know whether you have or haven't been able to share it on social media. I can't see it being shared at all, but if you let me know, then that'll help us to know that you're sharing, and sharing them really does help us. So that'll be really great, and thanks very much if you do. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks, bye bye.